10 grand in cologne on my dresser. I'm a natural born finesse. I'm a natural born finesse. I'm a natural born finesse. A pimp hand got these hoes breaking cheddar. I'm a natural born finesse.
Listen, I told you guys. Hey, I'm not gonna ask you for it again. Hey, I'm official. I'm official. And I'm gonna say it again. I'm official. After this podcast, you gonna know why I'm official.
Writers Eric Decker, shouts to Hector, you know Mega school me. Just be making movies, lots of extras. Paid a fortune for the lean, plus I'm clean. Pimping in my jeans, might kidnap your queen.
Hey, we just got in the slab. We about to take a ride down to Texas. Yeah. Hey, I don't pole, but I'm broke right now. Hey, you gonna understand why we got them things poking out. You know what I'm saying? Them swangers. You know what I'm saying, man?
I'm a natural born finesse. Money long as lectures. Boy, that weed you smoking on the stretcher. Puffing on that trash. You don't blow no gas like a Tesla. I'ma stack this cake. All that acting fakes for the wrestlers. Party at my place.
Y'all don't know nothing about this, man. I'm telling you, I'm official. No cupcake zone. Hey, I'm gonna stop playing with y'all, man. Get them fresh. Get them fresh. Get them short, dog.
10 grand in cologne on my dress.
Hey, before y'all do anything, man, type in DJ official, tip, or die. You know what I'm saying? Listen to this podcast or die. And for you thoughts out there, you better strip or die.
I bet you didn't know for every different hoe I got a different flow. PRPS them folks that did it, ho. Ricardo, teach it closely. I might free the hoe.
Hey, 2 Chainz is more like
the Jeezy flow.
Now, man, hey, he just got another
pimp hand got a hoe on the brush.
Hey, we finessing you guys. Hey, I'm gonna stop talking because I'm official. All right.
Make a little money, leave a little
It's your boy Triple BLACK, aka the #1 stunner, aka the boss, aka Bun B, Pimp C, and Scarface. All black, bitch. You already know what it is, man. No Cupcake Zone podcast, man. I'm in the building right now. Like I said, I don't poke, but I'm throwed right now. I'm in Houston, Texas. Not really, but you already know. Let's finesse this thing, man. DJ official. Hey. Anyways, man, welcome to the No Cupcake Zone show, man. I got the boy, man, DJ official in the building. You know, if you're from the 239, you might know him as Nick Monsanto. I don't mean to put your government out there, but I'm gonna take a quick commercial break because we gotta pay some bills, and we finna. Hey, like I said, I don't pull, but I'm throwed this podcast. You already know what it is, man. CJ Nowhere L, the sponsor, man. Holla at your boy.
Have you ever asked yourself, what if something happens to me? How is my family protected? Will I be able to retire one day? Am I covered? Are my taxes filed correctly? These are all important questions that need to be answered. Visit the experts at CJ Noel Insurance Services for all your financial and insurance needs. Internationally known for their excellence, CJ Noel Insurance has proudly served the Naples area for over 20 years and is the #1 Blue Cross Blue Shield health insurance provider in the Southwest Florida area. Conveniently located in Naples at 2800 Davis Boulevard, Suite 208. Stop by or call 239-403-8391 for an appointment or a quote.
With over 20,000 plays in over 20 different countries, you are now listening to the hottest show in Southwest Florida, hosted by the best host in Southwest Florida, the number one stunner, Triple BLACK.
Hey, Buck. Hey, you know what I'm talking about, man? Houston, Texas, stand up. You already know what it is, man. God dang. Hey, man. DJ Official, man. Go ahead and introduce yourself, man. Let me give you a round of applause.
A round of applause, okay.
Man, I always wanted to be a DJ, man. You know, talk some shit like Don Cannon. You know, like, I used to love listening to DJ Drama. You know what I'm saying? He used to get at those people, man.
Yeah.
Man, what's good up? What's good, man?
Nothing much, man. Just living in Texas. I'm in Austin now. Got my own business, Tip or Die Nation. I go on the road, and I've had my little Tip or Die tour, bringing girls to other places. Been to Waco, Oklahoma City, just kind of making our way around, you know. We throw events also.
So basically, you're the trick negotiator, or the trick. So you don't got a couple people evicted from their home because they did too much tricking at the strip club, right?
Oh man, I'll just put it like this, man. If you're in the strip club is for people with expendable cash.
Oh,
so if you had the money, we had the time. You know, this is a big boys playground.
Man, but you gotta look out for some people, man. Because if a dude comes in there and you know what, he don't spent his last on some fresh Jordans, some fake ass chains and looking fresh, only got the last $500, and you know this, you can't encourage that guy to spend all that money. You don't know how many kids man.
On the contrary, my job is to make them spend all the money they got. So that's what I do. I'm gonna bleed them. If I don't bleed them, I'm gonna make them tuck the tail and go home.
Damn, Nick, man. I don't mean to put your government out there, man, but like I said, I'm official now because I got an interview with DJ Official. Talk about it, man.
Yeah.
How did you get that name,
bro? To be honest with you, I started DJing probably about 8 or 9 years ago, and when I started, I was in Tallahassee for a little while, and I used to do mostly like some of the top 40 and stuff like that, like mostly like white bars and stuff like that. So I needed a name that kind of worked, that wasn't too urban or too, either way. It could go either way, you know. So, kind of narrowed it down to a couple names and just picked that one and just rolled with it, you know. But that's where I started doing that type of stuff.
Damn, boy, I was checking out your mixtape, man. You got fresh on that bitch. Short Dog, that was like one of my favorite rappers in general. I always thought he rocked. He wrote everything that Young Money did because he was just, so tight.
Yeah, he's dope. He's dope.
Yeah, and then
his producer Hardhead produced the mixtape.
Yeah.
My first mixtape, New King.
Yeah, and then you got a glimpse of the old 2 Chainz. How 2 Chainz used to be 2 Chainz. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I heard that rap, you know what I'm saying? That swag rap, you know what I'm saying? Saucing. Yeah. That was a tight ass song, man. Yeah, man. But we ain't here to talk about music, man. This is no cupcake song. You know what I'm talking about? Nick used to do his little thing on the field. That's what we're here to talk about. You know what I'm talking about? So you're in Austin now, man.
Yeah, I'm in Austin.
Yeah, that's tight. One of my best friends, man, Scott, is in offense doing big things downtown. Shout out to Scott, man. Sitting in a corner office, corporate, man. They got a lot of money down there, man.
Yeah, Austin is in the Forbes magazine. Top, I want to say it's in the top 3 places people are moving. There's a lot of people moving here from California. Probably about 300 people a day moving here.
Yeah.
So
yeah, before I forget,
I'm happy I
man,
bought my house at the right time.
Hey, congrats on getting married, and congrats! I heard you're gonna be becoming a father just like me, man.
Yeah, my little guy. I'm having a boy too.
Okay,
my little guy is he's due August 16th.
Okay,
so this is my first child. So
that's what's
I'm
up.
Really
man.
excited about this.
I'm doing the same thing, man.
Yeah.
Hey,
it's exciting, man.
Yeah, man. First of all, man, how you encourage these dudes to spend their last and you are married, man? You're a hypocrite.
Well, no, not really. I mean, everybody's got their own thing, and you know, when you find somebody that works, you know, that you guys are a team and work together, then everybody understands everything. When I met my wife, I mean, I was doing this, but not at the level that I'm doing it now, you know, so, you know, when we talking about, you know, money coming in and, you know, there's not much, there's probably zero Uncle Sam on top of it. And, you know, the years and the work that I put into it is not a bad deal, you know, it's not anything less than, different from, an actor or, somebody else that's an artist. I mean, it's just part of the job, you know?
Yeah. But anyways, when I come to Austin and I go in the club, I deserve credit. You know, DJ official credit for the big booty strippers, alright? You know what I'm saying? I deserve a free credit. You know what I'm talking
about? I'll let you make it.
Hey, man. Nick, did you grow up in Naples, born and raised, man? I knew we grew up in Naples. That was a dumb question.
Yeah. No, I was born in New York.
Yeah.
But I have no recollection. I don't know anything of New York. You know, I was born in New York, and then my parents, they moved to California for a few weeks, and then we moved to Miami. And when we moved to Miami, we were in Miami for a while. And at that time, you got the cocaine cowboys and all that other stuff. And my parents were like, shit, this is worse than New York. Like, what the fuck we moved down here for? And then they moved to Naples.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Moved to Naples.
Yeah, man. You a Gate boy, man. Grew up in Golden Gate, bro. The States, right?
Right there, right, not near States. I grew up right there off of Logan Boulevard, man. Off of 12th Street on Logan Boulevard, man. Went to Golden Gate Middle School. Bounced around. I noticed a lot of the people that I went to high school with, ended up being friends with. We were in kindergarten together at Shadow House. So.
At where?
A lot of people that was at what it's Shadow Lawn, isn't it?
Shadow Lawn? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I went to Shadow Lawn.
Yeah. Yeah, like I noticed, I looked at my kindergarten picture, I'm like, shit, there's Danny Condomino, James Cody, like all these people in my class, you know, that end up knowing a little bit better, you know, in high school and stuff. You know?
Yeah, talk about middle school, man. Mr. Postman, Post Malone. Nick been working on them damn post moves, dog, for his whole life, dog. I remember you burnt us up one game. I played a little basketball. You and your damn post move, man. Talk about that, man.
I played AAU basketball. I didn't get to play football until high school because of weight requirements and stuff like that. And so all I did was play basketball. And especially when I thought, I met my uncle. My uncle played at Boston College and played pro ball overseas. I just wanted to, nobody could tell me when I was in middle school I wasn't going to play in the NBA. That's all I did. So AAU basketball and all that other stuff. And, Optimist and all that other stuff. I just, worked on my game and I played basketball year round. And I honestly think basketball made me an even better football player, working on my coordination and my footwork. So
honestly, that shit was kind of annoying when we played against y'all Golden Gate, man. You take the ball, post, make these dream shake moves and all that shit, man. that shit was annoying, dog. Damn.
If you watch people like the Dream, Hakeem Olajuwon, his post game is just nasty, man. It was just, he used his pivot foot to his advantage and the way he worked his body and his coordination. A lot of people don't know that he was a great soccer player.
Yeah.
So you're talking about a guy that's 6'11", you know what I mean, that has that type of footwork, and he's that agile and his stamina is up to par with anybody that's on the court. That's dangerous. When we had Optimus, cause I left Golden Gate 6th grade, 7th grade, I had to go to Oak Ridge, absolutely hated it. Hated it when the new school opened it. We came back to Golden Gate for 8th grade. They had to make another team, and we had our first draft. Because I was originally on the team with Terrence Morgan and Lewis Troutman on the black squad, and they came together and they made another team and they had a draft.
That was racist. They had all the black people on one team, and it was a black.
Well, they had a draft. They had the first ever draft, and it was between me and Randall, and I got picked first, so I had to go play on the maroon team.
That was a racist draft. They had all the black people on one team, and that was like Terrence.
Oh my God, we was unstoppable, man. Sonny Pierre, Terrence Morgan, Lewis Troutman, Vince, Archie Connor. We was a bunch of people on that team, man.
Yeah, man.
So, yeah.
Bro.
That's what happens.
Yeah. Man, do you remember freshman football, bro? Your boy.
Yeah.
Willie Whipple. That was your homie.
Oh, man. Coach. One-hand whip. Hilarious, bro. Yeah, hilarious.
Then he was like, come on, guys. You guys got to stretch. Get on there. And then he would love for us to get in trouble. So he start making us do bear crawls.
He could discipline us.
Yeah.
He was the bear crawl king right there, man. He was. I don't know what a bear crawl was and a scholar dog, which is a one-legged bear crawl.
Yeah.
That's nobody's friend, man, at all. Freshman year was great, man. We had a good team. We had a good season. And that was my first time ever putting on pads. So I had a lot of catching up to do. I had to learn a lot in a short amount of time, but it was all right, man. Playing football and I want to say towards the spring football, my junior year is when I really started to excel and started to develop as a football player,
Yeah.
Especially when I left Naples and went to Lehigh.
Yeah. Didn't you play on varsity sophomore year?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a terrible season, wasn't it? That was.
Yeah, we had a lot of talent, man, and there was a lot of guys, from learning from different coaches and different mentalities of playing at two different schools. there was a lot of stuff that we didn't utilize. Like me and Teddy Melendez, like I honestly, I can be honest with you to this day, like I don't feel like we got the right development or we're, really great coaches, they're going to put players in position to be successful to their strengths. And, there was just a lot of stuff, me and my athletic ability and what I was, capable of doing that I felt like I was basically being used in certain places for what we needed, but not like what was best for me and my future, And there was like a little bit more balance in between there because I'm a team player. I don't mind helping the team out, but like, there was, obviously I played college football. I bounced around. I played with some really great players and was a free agent. And I even worked out with some teams, with some guys in the NFL in the off season. And I'm kind of finding myself like, man, I can do everything a lot of these guys can do, and they're getting paid a couple $1 million,
Right.
So it was a lot of growth and stuff in there that, but it comes with good coaching and developing your players, good coaches put their players in a position to be successful.
Yeah. What you
you get other
remember
coaches
most
stuck in their way.
What you remember most about playing for Naples?
What do I remember most? Probably, thinking where we were doing what we were, working towards our goal and falling short.
Right.
Early on in our career, my sophomore and junior year. And then, when I changed schools, a lot of things changed, attitude towards players' attitudes and, expectations changed. And I realized a lot of being successful has to do with your attitude. Like when I went to Naples, I remember guys getting letters and thinking that was a big deal,
Yeah.
And then when I went to Lehigh, these guys get stacks of letters and they're just expecting to play Division I football. There was just no question in their mind. And, to me, I was just like, well, shit, I can do everything you guys can do.
Yeah.
I remember our spring game. We had a spring game, at Lehigh and they came to see 3 people. I remember this because, Coach Keels was a Miami offensive line coach, but that was his area. He was assigned to Fort Myers at the time. And he came to see Terrence Chapman, Maker, which is probably the best defensive end I've ever played with on any level.
Yeah, he went to NC State, right?
Yeah, Miami recruited him and sent him to junior college in California. But what happened, they went through that transition in coaching, and he ended up going to NC State. And he was in, I think he was with the Browns before he hurt his foot. He broke his foot and he had an issue, but one of the best football players I've ever played with in my life. Cause we played together in high school and in junior college. They came to see, another player. I'm not gonna say his name, but I think another player that came to see Philip Buchanan, which is one of my best friends to this day. And, when the other player played the same position, was a defensive lineman, was a lineman like me, and, coach talked to my dad. He was like, man, he can't play for us. He said, but your son can play for us, But at 18 years old, you don't realize the politics and things that go for it. They were just coming off of probation and stuff like that. And they're like, hey, I can send him to junior college in Pennsylvania. We got a offensive lineman up there that, but he's got to go to class. And that's what I remember him saying. And me, I'm like, well, if you like me, why don't you offer me a scholarship? Not realizing how much pull for a big school like Miami to make a phone call to junior college. I learned that when I went to California and went to junior college. Mm-hmm. When there was dudes, big schools sending guys there, Penn State, Texas, and they out there playing like boo-boo and they're getting burned because the big schools sent them to them. The junior college coaches wanted to keep sending them the type of caliber players. So you know, it's a lot of politics in the game, you know, that I had no idea about. And being 18 years old, you know, I didn't know how much of a big deal that was. I would have went to school with Brian McKinney, you know.
Yeah. Hey, before we get too deep in there, man, I always ask people this question. It's always like a moment, a play, like a big, sack, big run, touchdown, or a big hit. What was that moment for you, that big play that you had, and it kind of changed everything? Like, yeah, you know what? I'm special at this.
I'm gonna have to say, like I said, I was just kind of developing, and my junior year, you know, when I moved to Lehigh and I started playing with some of those guys, and we did basketball, so I knew my footwork, and my speed was up to par and everything, and it was just like a put up or shut up time for spring football, and I was just like, all right, now it's time to play, you know. And I had a really, really, really big hit in spring football practice, and I just it was actually two times I had a really, really,
Who
really big hit.
was the victim? This is no cupcake song. Who was the guy?
I had man, it was a running back, man. I want to say it was Steve Flanoy. I hit in practice on defense, and then I got another big hit. Oh, he owes me a big one. He in there for he touched it. He was a funny guy too, man. So he would bring it up like, yeah, I'm gonna bust your ass like I did yesterday. And we just kind of laugh it off type of deal. But it was one of those deals where I was just like, oh, I can do this with the best of them. You know, I've arrived type of deal, you know?
Yeah.
I had another hit where practice stopped, you know, and I was like, man, I can do this, you know? So that was on I can't remember who it was. I think I was playing offensive line. It was a counter trap, and I smashed the dude, man. Coach went crazy and started laughing. He wanted to fight me, and it was a big clap. So
I love those plays. The thing I remember about Lehigh is two things and two things only. Y'all had some big ass people. Like, and then toss sweep, right, left. Philip Buchanan, right, Philip Buchanan, left. Y'all wasn't even trying to fool nobody. Y'all just toss the bitch to the left, to the right, every single damn play. And I'm like, come on, man.
We had tons of athletes. I mean, for a smaller school, I mean, we were 4A, but we probably should have been 3A.
Right.
But we had some great athletes. I mean, I remember Phil his junior year running a 4.33, and then he did it again in Nike camp, you know, guarding Andre Johnson and everything in Miami. I mean, we had a baseball player, a white kid, Italian kid. His name was Chris DeFeo. He was a sophomore, and he ran a 4.39. A little small, tiny little guy, man. But we had some ball players. I mean, me, Fred Wright, was another lineman. We were in the same class, and then we had Josh Stutzman, who was a year underneath us.
Yeah.
So we had three guys bench 405. You know, I did that in my junior year. You know, and this is not no hammer strength. This is free weights. You know.
Yeah.
And Josh Stutzman.
You guys had, was it Melvin Scurry? That dude looked like he needed to be in the NFL.
Melvin Scurry was a monster. Some of Melvin Scurry, I mean, for people that don't know who Melvin Scurry was about 6'3", 220 in high school, and he would knock the soul out of your body. Like, I've literally seen him. He hit Scottsboro. He was number 36 for North Fort Myers. He hit this kid and ear-holed him, so like his helmet went flying 15 yards. The ear pads in his helmet popped out. It's one of the hardest hits I've ever seen on any level. Like, Melvin Scurry was a headhunter.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a monster at safety, yeah.
Man, it was crazy. back then, like, you know, football, I'm just sound like an old man, but you guys had a gauntlet just in Lee County of the teams y'all had to play. Y'all, you had to play Estero, Riverdale, Fort Myers, North Fort Myers, I think. You guys had
Riverdale,
to play. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
Mariner.
Yep. Yeah.
We played Mariner too. We played Lemon Bay. Trying to think who else we played. Fort Myers, Lee County is kind of disappointing because the way the district is set up, like, you know, some of these guys, they go to Lehigh and you live across the street, and those guys are going to Sterling. You live on the other side of the street, you're going to North Fort Myers.
Yeah.
Like, the way, it's just kind of crazy. I feel like the lines are more defined in Naples, you know, but that kind of hurts the county because, you know, it hurts the talent that can come to your school, you know. 'Cause, you know, like, you know how high school football is. You're like one player away from making a playoff run. Everybody is, you know?
Right.
So.
Yeah. You know who really surprised? I knew he was always a great football player, but I did not know on that level because coming up, it was always other names that was like, you know, always rose to the top, especially at Riverdale. It was like Tobias McKay and like some other dudes. And like Phillip was always good, but I never knew he was on that level. Did you guys know he was on that level playing with him at Lehigh?
When I first got there, I mean, I knew about him from reading the scouting report when I played against Lehigh when I was at Naples. But, some of the stuff that guy could do athletically, and I saw firsthand what he could do was just he was just so ahead of the game, and his work ethic and not getting in trouble and not, you know, being out there messing around with these girls, having kids in high school and all that other shit. But the stuff that he could do athletically, he was so ahead of the game, and I didn't really realize it until I was on a practice field or conditioning and doing all this stuff with him.
Yeah.
So, I really realized that, you know, once I got there, I realized, like, wow, this dude is.
The first time,
I mean, how many people you know run?
Yeah, I knew about him was Cedric Morgan was like one of my best friends growing up, and he played for the Pal Gators, and they were playing against Riverdale, and there was a game like that. That dude Tobias McKay, he must have scored a touchdown every time he touched the ball. He was just incredible. But anyways, I remember one of it was like Chris Romas threw Phillip Buchanan two back-to-back 99-yard picks to the house. He was one, and then actually Chad Desir I think threw one to him, and that's when he broke his arm in that game. It was like a 99-yard touchdown, and then Chris Romas comes in, and then he throws a pick six right to Phillip, takes it to the house 99 yards. That shit was funny.
Yeah. It's crazy, man, because it's like I said, getting on the field with him and seeing some of the stuff that he did, I remember a game when we played Gulf Coast, this kid broke out and he was out there 40, 30 yards ahead of everybody. And here comes Phil from the opposite side of the field, just walking him down. And he walks him down and pokes the ball out, and we recovers the ball. So it's just, I just seen him do ridiculous things, you know.
Yeah.
So, the thing when I talk about attitude is that guy he's one of those people that just never was man, I can't believe I did that. It was just man, I'm supposed to do stuff like that.
Yeah. He won, was it the play of the week against us when we played y'all with some one-handed interception. I wish I had a tape about it. I gotta find the tape. It was a one-handed pick. It was crazy.
In Naples.
Yeah.
In Naples.
I think I was against Chris Rhodes again. Shout out to
Yeah, I
Chris
remember
Rose.
that. We got that. Somebody got that highlight tape for Lehigh. That's on there. I see. I remember that.
Yeah, I didn't mean to throw Chris under the bus, but, that was it. Hey, man, your senior year, man, what you guys finished? What was y'all record like?
We had a losing record. I think we went 4-6, something like that.
Yeah.
4-6, and then we had, I think 5 guys with Division I schools. So it was a small school. I mean, we had Fred Wright go to Georgia Tech, Phil went to Miami, Melvin went to Purdue. I had my buddy Kevin was offered from Iowa State. I went to Alabama State for a semester, and then left there and went to junior college in California, LA Valley.
Yeah. So going into that year, because you were real close with Philip, was it Miami or nothing for him?
This is actually an interesting story because if you remember that year, UCLA playing Miami was postponed because of a hurricane. So they postponed it and they brought it back, and I think that was Edgerrin James' senior year.
Yeah, 299 yards and 5
and he was like, and you gotta remember UCLA was number 2 in the country, and Miami wasn't. I don't think Miami was ranked. And Phil said, if Miami wins this game, I'm going to Miami. And he won the game. He went to Miami. National champion, first round draft pick, All-American. I think he made the right choice.
Yeah. So going into that year, did you have any idea that you were college material, or were they talking to you? Anybody come in and talk to you?
I think my attitude changed when I got to Lehigh, and I was supposed to. There was a coaching change when I was supposed to be put on scholarship at Alabama State, and then I went there and I did spring football. See, there was a lot of things that I didn't know. Like in high school, the head coach talks to you. It's no big deal. Head coach is a guidance counselor or a history teacher, something like that. Totally approachable.
Before we get to, did you get recruited by them, or you just ended up going there?
Yeah, I was talking with coaches from there, and then what happened was my head coach went to Alabama State and knew the guy that was supposed to get the head coaching job. So I was going to be put on scholarship, but they ended up hiring another coach from Tennessee State, Coach Coles. And he didn't know me, and all this stuff happened. I was just like, well, cool. I'll play spring football. I'll do all this other stuff. So I did all this stuff, and I did exceptionally well with all these other guys that were on scholarship. And I'm at a bigger school. I'm playing football, and I'm doing good. And he pulled me aside and talked to me, and he wanted me to play. He wanted me to play. He wanted me to play center at that time. And I was just like, man, I just want to play. I don't care, And, I probably lost about 40 pounds in winter conditioning, and they moved me back to defensive line. And, I built a lot of confidence from what I did on the field in spring football, and I decided to go to junior college and be recruited to go to at that time I was like, man, I think I can go play at a bigger school,
Right.
And I ended up going to LA Valley, playing for 2 years, making conference, and then I ended up scholarship to Illinois State and playing at Illinois State.
Okay. All right. So Illinois State, were you there when Jeffrey James and Walter James were there?
See, I knew Jeffrey and all them growing up from playing AU basketball. I just missed them. I just missed them the year before they just left. Walter was still around and flying out, getting workouts with at the Colts and the Eagles and stuff like that. But, all those guys were around. We had 2 guys from Immokalee, Gene Galat, and then, Willie Rowe. So, and then, I actually had 2 guys that went to my junior college in California that scholarship to Illinois State the year before. So I had some people that I knew there, some from Florida and some from junior college.
So did you play right away?
Yeah. I played, when I first got there, I went through a transition too when I got there.
Yeah.
See, I never played, defense. I played 1 year defensive end without any like real coaching, and I earned a scholarship. And then, there was a big learning curve once I got to Illinois State. I had to learn new techniques and new, everybody there is all state and is worthy, so it's kind of like a even playing field and starting all over again, but, I had some issues with my position coach. I mean, I was recruited by the DB coach, and then of course, the D-line coach had the kid that he recruited, to come to school there, so I had to deal with a lot of that, not knowing, how to deal with it at such a young age, but, I got a little burn. I played against Tony Romo. My first game was against, was at Purdue. That was,
Drew Brees?
No, wasn't Drew Brees. It was, Kyle Orton.
Oh, Kyle Orton. Did he torch you guys?
Yeah. I think we lost that game, 21 to 42 or something like that, or 17 to 42, something like that. But, it was an experience walking out there. Yeah, it was an experience walking out there for the first time to 65,000 people, But, I played against a few guys.
Yeah, anybody on your team made to the league?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. There was a lot of guys. We had probably one that everybody might know. They've seen him on NFL. Actually, I've seen, the HBO NFL special.
Mm-hmm.
I had one guy I played when I was at Alabama State. The first year they did it, he was on that one for the Ravens. Swain, he was a receiver from Florida, Jacksonville area. And then when I was in Illinois, we had a middle linebacker who it looks like he's going to be inducted into the Hall of Fame, NCAA Hall of Fame. I think he broke the average tackles per game. I think he was like 17 or 18.8, something like that. His name was Boomer Grisby, and he played. He went to Kansas City, and when he got there, they converted him into a fullback. And I think he was on HBO, or he was on Cribs too, because his buddy was, Jared Allen was like one of his best friends.
Oh, okay. So, that big neck roll fullback, he blocked for, Charles,
yeah.
No, not Charles, what was the other guy? Not Priest Holmes. I think he blocked for, Larry Johnson, right?
Yeah.
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 But he was a linebacker at Illinois State with me. I had a lot of guys, even in junior college, Julian Battle, he ended up going to Tennessee, and he played for Kansas City as well, and played for the Redskins. Sean Price ended up playing, I think he played for the Carolina Panthers. Terrence Chapman with the Browns. Then I had my buddy Andy Bowman, his brother. He made it to camp with the Bengals, and he didn't have any more cartilage left in his knee. But his brother ended up playing the league for the Patriots and the Texans and stuff like that. So I had a bunch of people that I played with that played for the league.
Hey, let me ask you this question: do you have any regrets on how your football career transpired? What I mean to say is, there some things like that you left on the table? You're like, man, I should have took advantage of this opportunity.
Yeah, and the thing is that I know for my son, and it's a learning experience. But like I said, this football stuff there's a lot of politics in it that you don't really know. When you're 18 years old, like a big school sending you to a junior college, that's a really, really big deal. That's a big deal. And I learned that when I went to California, because I had to earn everything I had there. like I said, like even when I moved to Texas because, you know, I was going through some stuff and my homeboy was like, yo, come to Houston, Phil. I got traded to the Texans. He's like, man, Houston's dope. Come check out Houston. And, I came out here and I started, you know, some of the guys on the team with the Texans, I work out with them, some D linemen and stuff. Antoine Peak, Alfred Malone.
Yeah.
And then, some of these guys I worked out with them, you know, and, I'm realizing I can do a lot of things they can do. At that time, you know, this is before I went to a free agent camp for arena football. You know, it's the most I ever bench press. I bench press 465 pounds, at 5 reps, which puts me in the 500 club at like 525. You know, I ran my 40 at 472 at 265 pounds. My vertical was around 31 and a half inches. I mean, I could drop, step, and dunk. I could do a lot of stuff. And my shuttle time was great. You know, my shuttle time was around 4.6, 4.7, you know. So,
yeah.
Numbers wise, when you look at that stuff, like that's the stuff these guys are getting drafted doing, you know. So, yeah.
Let me ask you this question. Yeah. Did you really want it though? You looking back at it?
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that goes on in college football that nobody really knows about. And, I wish there was something that regulated them because there's a whole nother world of it. And these college coaches, you know, their job is to squeeze every bit of potential out of you. So you're working out at 4 a.m. and you're doing all this other stuff. And, you know, you get a coach that doesn't like you or a coach that says, oh, we want to move in another direction. And, or we want this guy to be successful because of politics, or he was such and such in Ohio, or he's such and such, or this Mr. Football here, or this or that, whatever it may be. And, those kind of things can kill your spirit, you know, as far as, you know, yeah, you're capable, but is the love really there, you know, for you like that? And, you know, I went through that for a little while because I didn't have such a great experience at Illinois. And then I stopped for a while and then I trained again. And then, you know, then I had a problem with my knee and my hamstring. I had a microfracture and I kept pulling my hamstring when I ran my 40. So that's when I decided to leave it alone, you know. Yeah. But I know, yeah, definitely. Yeah. There's always a point where you're just like, man, this is what I want to do. And you sacrifice who you hang out with, what you eat, what time you go to sleep, you know, all that other stuff, you know. And there's still like hurdles to climb, you know. So it's like you need more than the athletic ability to make it there. You also need a little bit of luck, you know.
Yeah. So right look, somebody in your corner. There's a lot of elements. Hey man, we're gonna take a quick. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Now I'm gonna say we're gonna take a quick break, pay some bills, and when we get back, we're gonna talk about the birth of Mr. Official. Or I'm talking about DJ Official. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Stop avoiding your annual checkups because you don't have health insurance. Get insured today for as little as $25 a month. To get insured is extremely easy. Just call the insurance experts at CJ Noel Insurance Services. CJ Noel is the #1 Blue Cross Blue Shield healthcare provider in Southwest Florida. For a free quote or an appointment, call 239-403-8391.
Please go to Spreaker.com, iTunes, and SoundCloud.com and look up and subscribe to the hottest and most listened to podcast in Southwest Florida, hosted by the best host in Southwest Florida, Triple Black. Now back to the show.
Hey man, let me take a lap.
Ran off on the plug twice.
Hey, let me run off on the plug.
Ran off on the plug twice.
Hey, and we back in the building, man. Mr. I keep calling you Mr. DJ Official. talk about this DJ thing, man. You know, the football, you gave up on the football, your knees, you were getting too low, twerking in the club too much, and then you fucked around and hurt your knee. You were twerking in the club too much. But anyways, man, how did you jump out the pot and into the club and behind the booth?
Probably when I moved to Houston, I had a buddy of mine who was a DJ, and we started talking music and making CDs and talking music. And he was like, "Man, you got a really good understanding of music and grasp it." And I took to it well. And he's like, "Man, you should be a DJ." And I was like, "Okay." And he just started teaching me, and I started learning, and started practicing. And he was booked a lot of places, and I started just opening up for him and working side by side with him. And I just kind of, one gig leads to the next gig, and you start meeting people, and people start offering you jobs. And that's just kind of how it started, man.
Yeah. Let's talk about the real stuff. I know you're a married man now, and you're having a baby, dog. Let's just talk about how much more vagina gets thrown at you when you're the man picking the music. Let's talk about that.
To be honest with you, it can be overwhelming at times.
What is the obsession with the DJ, man? They just
there's a lot of different things. There's a lot of different things. I mean, a DJ is just looked at as like, some people look at it as a local celebrity or whatever, and, I don't just DJ now. I promote parties. This year I had South by Southwest, was one of the biggest music conferences in the world. And, I had the strip club during that event. I had Flo Rida in there and Gorilla Zone, just a bunch of people. Michael 5000 Watt. But, it's something about the DJ that everybody wants to learn. The DJ has this aura, something about him that people like, women want to be with him and guys want to be him, so it's just like they want to learn how to DJ. They want to learn how to, talk on the microphone. They want to learn how to, how do you work all these buttons and all this other stuff. But it can be overwhelming sometimes, but I've been doing it for a while. So not only do I do it in regular clubs, I do it in the strip clubs. So,
Man, I can't imagine being a DJ at the strip club. I would probably, before I walk in the door, I would have to wear a whole body condom. Like a whole condom on my whole body.
Wrap it up, man. Wrap it up.
Damn, everywhere you go take a pee, vagina's right there. Like trying to give you some. Everywhere you go, you turn around, this big vagina just everywhere. Damn.
It's there, man. It's there, and they want to give it to you.
Oh, man. I would have to get my gun and be like, get back, bitch. Get back.
Some places are a little more ruthless. Like, they don't care about your situation. They don't care about anything. They just want what they want. Other places, once you've been working with people for long enough, they know your situation. But, it's part of the job. Like I got to talk shit in the microphone. I got to flirt with the girls. I got to, because, the girls give me money. You know what I'm saying? Like I get tips from the girls every night. I got girls that I deal with all the time. I got girls that I bring out, on the road. I got girls that, because they're good with me, I always put them on my flyers. Like it's a team thing, but, I think probably the biggest thing is if you're not used to, if you've never been in a position, and I'm not a cocky person at all. I mean, you've known me since I'm 13 years old, 14 years old. I mean, if you come to a certain part of your life and you start getting used to something, and you've been around that type of stuff, and there's two kinds of people. There's some people that, you know, they put it on a pedestal and, you know, they fuck up their whole life for it.
Hey man, I gotta carry a gun like this. Like, bitch, get off me. Get off me. I can only say no a couple times and then I would have to.
Well, I mean, everybody's got their limit and everybody's got their thing, you know?
Yeah, man.
Short ones, tall ones, big ones, small ones, light ones, dark ones, you know? I'm like a doctor. I've seen them all, you know?
Yeah.
So I've seen some of the,
if I was a DJ, man, vagina would be falling all over my head, arms, everywhere, man. I would just have to get off me, man. Come on.
You gotta be careful, man. You don't want anything, you know what I'm saying? You don't put yourself at risk. So, not all vagina is good vagina, you know?
Yeah,
sometimes
exactly.
You have to time out on the skin-to-skin contact, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Some people get...
I know there's a couple of your coworkers that just can't help themselves, dog. Isn't it?
There's a few of them. Yeah, there's a few of them. Like I said, if you're not, and you know, if you're used to, if you've ever had the mentality that there's nothing that out there that if you really wanted it, you couldn't get it, then you're in a much better place to be in my position. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I don't mean that to come across as being cocky or arrogant or anything like that. It's just that, you know, it's not my first rodeo, you know what I'm saying? But other people, they'll never be out of that zone. They're just like anything that shows them any little attention or, you know, pursues them. They don't know how to say no, you know?
Yeah. Hey, who do you, pattern yourself after? Like, you know, who were a couple mentors growing up, in the DJ game? You know, like the big ones, you know, DJ Drama, Don Cannon, DJ Smalls. Who were some of your, you know, people that you looked up to?
Well, I looked up, you know, I'm from South Florida, man. So when I first put in a Jam Pony tape, I was like, wow.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Talking that shit over that music and this and that. I was just like, you know, that's where it started for me once I started to DJ, you know, because I couldn't wait for them Jam Pony tapes to drop. You know, we get a hold of them. You know, I went to school with a lot of Florida boys in California, and we get a hold of them, and we just play them until they, you know, the CDs started scratching. Yeah. But DJ XO is the guy that taught me, you know, really put me on in the strip club game. And then one of the people that I've had the opportunity and the honor to work with out here in Texas is DJ Big Tho. And, you know, he's the resident DJ at V Live, the number one strip club in the country. And, we've actually, yesterday when I talked to you, we were putting together a mixtape together, me and him. So that's gonna be dropping soon. So those are probably two, you know, when it came to the strip club game. And then outside of that, probably DJ Drama, started for me because, you know, the Dedication 1 and 2 for me and was just some of the biggest mixtapes that some of my favorites. I don't want
you to bust any shots, but I'm going to go ahead and put the gun in your hand and you can go ahead and bust some shots. I'll bust some shots for you. Is DJ Khaled a real DJ? Because I know in DJ culture, you guys got to have like those people like, no, he's not a real DJ. He's just a person that just talks.
I have seen him DJ before and work the equipment and, so I'm going to say he is a real DJ, okay. But he does a lot more than just DJ. He's definitely entertaining. That's for sure. I don't know if it's meant, if he's trying to be funny or if he's dead serious. I think he's really serious, but, you know, he's a producer. He makes beats. Yeah. He does all of that, but I've seen him DJ before, so I mean, he's definitely a real DJ.
Hey, I'm gonna go ahead and put the gun in your hand, and I will pull the trigger for you.
Okay.
Bussin'. Let me bust it up. Hey, tell the truth. Do you get annoyed? And I've seen this. There's an influx of these celebrity DJs. like Lil Wayne and Paris Hilton
This is a great.
and all those guys.
This is a good
they
question.
annoy you guys knowing that they're not really putting them blood, sweat, and tears? They can just show up, spin a couple records, and they get paid $20,000. Is that annoying you guys?
Yeah. Some of these people getting double that, you know? And, I was on a conference call. I was on a conference with my homeboy, DJ Shiny Boy, who's the CEO of Strip Club Trapping in Houston. And there's a whole group of strip club DJs. And we were on a conference call with Schoolboy Q and DJ SNS, Ciroc DJ. That was like, you know, it's Puff Daddy's DJ. And, he was really putting us on game on this conference call. And he's just like, look, guys, you know, all these people, these celebrities, they all want to be DJs now, and they're getting paid $80,000, $50,000, this and that for a Lil Wayne or a pair, you know. I even heard what's the dude, the one of the DJs from Jersey Shore. I heard from Jersey Shore. I heard some of the stuff from him, and I was like,
"You talking about Pauly D?"
Pauly D. I heard some shit. You know, I really like paid attention to a lot of shit, but I heard something before, and I'm just like, that shit ain't mixed right. Like, what is he doing? You know? But, you know, like I said, there's politics in it. You know, when people know your face, you've been on a, you know, I'm talking to DJ SNS and he's putting us on game, and he's just like, man, you got somebody like a DJ Unk, you know, walk it out and two-step. And, you know, he's like, you know, don't be afraid as a DJ to make a record, whatever season it is. If it's twerk season, if it's trap season, whatever it is, don't be afraid as a DJ to break your own record and make your own. I mean, you only need one song to pop. Like, don't be afraid to rap and do all that other stuff, because these people are trying to come step in our lane, and we're the people who've been doing this shit for years, and they're just kind of learning and they're kind of feeding off of it. And he used DJ Unk as an example. This guy I think he was booked for 300 days straight, and he was making like at least 10 or 15K a night, you know, because he had a record out and he was a DJ.
Yeah. Hey, another question I have. Did Apple Music, Spotify, and all that kill you guys? Because like 10 years ago, you used to have some big DJ mixtapes like Trap or Die, Dedication, like 1 through 5. You had Trapavelli, you know, these DJs being put on the map. But the streaming, did this kill you guys a little bit?
To be honest with you, when it comes to the mixtape, I deal with a lot of the DJs that are like more veterans when it comes to the mixtape. I've only got 3 of them. I'm just completing my 3rd one, you know, so I'm just kind of new to the DJ mixtape game. But it depends, man. It really depends on who's posting the links to your mixtape and the publicity that you're getting, you know, because some of those streaming things, they're cool and people are starting to use them and they're all brand new. Right now, to me, they're still brand new because some people are still hesitant with it and still kind of learning it. Yeah. And it's a new transition for them, you know, but, you know, the music that I play in the strip club is just like, it's not what you're going to get in the club or you're going to get on 6th Street in Austin. Like it's trap music. I mean, it's Future. It's Future. It's Wayne. It's Yo Gotti. You know.
Yeah. My roommate in college, and he's still one of my best friends to this day, was from Houston, and I'll never forget it. And I love the culture of Houston. I remember he used to always play these screw tapes, the slow down bullshit. Like, I'm like, fuck, this is garbage, man. And then you got Little Flip with this candy cane rap. Oh, I'm Little Flipper, Dipper. And then one time I got slizzard. I'm talking about throw. Yeah. I mean, I wasn't on lean or anything, but I was like a fifth of Irk Jerk by myself. And that shit sounds so fresh, like so tight. And then ever since then, I just love chopped and screwed shit, man. Like,
honestly, the first thing.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I was
sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Go ahead.
Honestly, I feel the same exact way. Like playing football in college, guys from Texas, they listen to the screwed and chop shit. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? You know? And I'm like, I didn't like it, you know? But what made me start to like it was when they screwed and chopped R&B songs.
Oh yeah.
And when they screwed and chopped R&B songs, it caught my attention. It was something different. I started to like it. And then there was, you know, regular rap songs. I started to like it. Then my homeboy taught me how to chop on a mixer and all the others, you know, so it grew on me. It grew on me. I don't ride swing. I'm from Florida. I don't ride swingers though.
Yeah. Hey, but
ain't no Super Bowlers over here.
That shit, it was that dude Big Mo. He used to be on those mixtapes doing the hooks and just killing it, man. So I was going to ask you to talk about like being immense in that culture, man. In Houston, man, when you first got there, it was different, wasn't it?
It's very different. It's very different from Florida. It's a very strong culture. I love the people here in Texas. There's beautiful women here. Like when I first moved here, it's a great place. But like the music culture is very strong. So like Zero, Fat Pat, Big Mo. I mean, you're talking about some icons here in Texas, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I didn't really know any Zero like that, you know, but Zero is like, you know, he's king of the ghetto, you know, like that's his, I mean, there's a song, the Mo City Dawn. If I drop the Mo City Dawn when I want to pull the trigger at any club, like the club will stop, everybody will stop what they're doing, and they know that song word for word.
Yeah,
word for word, and everybody will sing it.
Yeah, you know what's kind of, I want to say annoying because I'm a fan of music. It's like when you watch TV, you don't understand that there's music everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You almost think that Drake is the only one that exists. Like, there's a thing called Texas Platinum. There's certain artists that can go platinum in Texas.
In a certain region. There's West Coast artists that go platinum just on the West Coast.
Yeah. It's
and same thing in Texas. Like,
nobody knows about Kiki. Lil Kiki. But Lil Kiki is
Kiki, my homeboy used to be a DJ.
Fat Pimp. You know, Memphis got a real deep culture.
Fat Pimp is my homeboy. That's my homeboy.
Yeah.
You know, he came out here, you know, he fucked with me on my first mixtape. Cool people, man. Fat Pimp, man. Fat Pimp is a cool dude, man. But like you say, Little Kiki, like when people think Texas, right away they think Slim Thug, you know?
Right.
They think about some of the rappers that have been a little bit more mainstream, but there's people that are set in stone over here in Texas that are just, you know, that are just, they're part of their royalty here when it comes to hip hop and music. Started with, you know, the Ghetto Boys and Rap A Lot Records and you know, Jay Prince and you know, Zero and Little Flip.
Trader Truth has a movement so strong.
Trey
Yeah, he got a movement so strong.
Trader Truth got a strong team, man.
Yeah.
Trader Truth got a strong. I met Trader Truth from EXO, and I got a cool story with him, man. I had went out. Phil and some of my other homeboy, Lonnie Burrell, is a Grammy nominated award songwriter and writes a lot of songs for all types of people. Me and EXO, we went out for a Floyd Mayweather fight when he fought Shane Mosley. And when EXO was in Houston, Trader Truth introduced him to DJ Khaled, introduced him to Lupe Fiasco, you know, and we went to the fight and everything in Vegas. This happened like a week week and a half, 2 weeks before. And, we went out there, we watched the fight, and we went out, Club Tile, and then, we went to Grand Lux to go get some food, and, Lupe Fiasco just comes up to Exo like, yo, Exo, what's up, blah, blah, blah. You know, I'm like, what the fuck is Lupe Fiasco? You know? And he's like, man, come to our, I'm performing in the House of Blues in LA, tomorrow, man. Like, hit up Trey. And Exo hit up Trey, and Trey hooked us up and got us backstage at, House of Blues. That's right before B.O.B. popped. B.O.B. was back there. There was a bunch of people back there. Pinky the Porn Star. There was a bunch of just random people there. And, that was like one of the greatest nights ever, man. It was so random. And we ended up being on stage. I actually got a video of my videos on Facebook that we were on stage while he was performing Daydream. And it was intense, man. But that was like a great story about Trey the Truth, man. And I've known Trey for a long time. I actually just seen him here not too long ago here in Austin. But
yeah,
good guy, man. Real street dude. Real. Yeah. You know, a lot of fake guys out there. That guy's not fake. That guy's for real.
Who surprised you? You know, you rub elbows with a lot of, those celebrities and stuff. Who surprised you the most? Like, this guy is nothing like I thought he was going to be.
This guy is nothing I thought it was going to be.
I'll give you an example. To be honest with you. I listened to Scarface a lot, and I thought Scarface was going to be this real different dude. And I've listened to him on podcasts, and he's nowhere near the person I thought he was.
Extremely intelligent guy. I met him too.
Yeah.
Extremely intelligent. Actually, I was in Houston at TV Johnny. You know the little Asian dude with the grill and all that? I was at his shop, me and my homeboy, and Scarface was in there, and he this is a true story too. I was not really paying attention with my homeboy, and I was buying some earrings or something like that, and some dude comes in there and he just, all these wolf tickets and just capping hard, just talking loud, and man, I don't give a fuck, I'm rap gang, I got oil money, I got this, I got that, blah, blah, blah. But he's like, Mexican dude, and he said, nigga. And, I didn't hear it, but I kind of heard it halfway, as he's talking louder and shit, like, man, all my niggas this and blah, 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 all that extra bullshit. Like, where I'm from, they don't play that bullshit, And, I see Scarface basically gets everybody's attention in TV Johnny's jewelry store in the Galleria Mall in Houston. And he says, I don't know where the fuck you from, but you don't use that fucking word in here like that. You not wherever the fuck you in Houston right now. And he went in there and got everybody's attention, and he looked at me and my homeboy. Like I said, I wasn't really paying. Just like, man, it's up to y'all not to let people like this clown come in here and talk like that. And that was my first interaction with Scarface and meeting him. And, but extremely intelligent guy, man. He's very deep, like he understands, like, there's a new awakening when it comes to black people in America, and he gets it. He understands it,
Yeah, he definitely understands it. Very smart dude, man. I see that you're friends with this dude was burning up the internet for a while. Was DJ Husky. Did you work with him before?
Oh, DJ Husky, my homeboy. That's actually Exo's cousin. Yeah, we worked together before. Personal friends with him. Known him for a long time.
Yeah.
He puts out a lot of mixtapes too. He's a great DJ, but he started off as a rapper, and he's a good rapper as well. Yeah. But that's actually Exo's cousin.
Yeah, he's been burning up the internet, man. He be getting at people.
No, it's women. He's hilarious.
Yeah,
he's hilarious. Some of the videos he makes is hilarious.
Yeah, man.
And he's also, he's a part of our core DJ team. He started off with South Star DJs, but he's also affiliated with us at Incredible DJs. And, he's in my phone, my group text message right now with Incredible DJs. Like, we look out for each other and we send each other music. And, if I can't do a gig and somebody's over there, like, he picked up a gig for me and vice versa. We're just like a family of DJs. But yeah, I've known Husky for a long time.
Yeah, man. Hey, man. So who are you working with in the future, man? What big things that we got from DJ Official?
Like I said, we did South by Southwest this year, which was huge for us. When I get off the phone with you, I'll send you a link that I have where a bunch of different clubs that I've done and South by Southwest footage and Texas Relay footage is on there. I got about 10 videos, maybe 9 videos, something like that. I'll send it to you when we get off the phone. You can check it out. But last year we did Halloween. We had a huge Halloween party here. We ran out the club and we did New Year's. New Year's was great. We did South by Southwest, one of the biggest music conferences in the world. Everybody who's anybody was here, for that conference, here. Like, they're here in town performing. Rick Ross, Wiz Khalifa, you name it. They're here, Drake, Future. And then, Texas Relays, but we're just we're gonna get the Tip or Die tour back on the road and trying to get some other places, Atlanta, DC, Miami. I'll be in Miami this month, celebrating, taking some time off, but, always to do some business and get everybody and get my team down there, back on the road. And then we got Super Bowl coming up. Super Bowl is going to be in Houston, and we got some things, going on with some of the people that we deal with. Probably do a celebrity bowling and basketball game and have a mansion party. And, we have some, connections with some people within my company with, Earl Campbell, some other Hall of Famers. So there's a lot of stuff going on over here.
Where can they find your mixtape at, man?
Mixtape is on Audio Mac, and it's also, the link is posted on my Instagram. My Instagram is at DJ Official, OFFICIAL. And my other page is Tipper Nation at Tipper Nation.
Yeah.
And then,
you're the plug. You're the plug of the DJ. I tried to learn how to DJ myself, and it's very frustrating. I'm probably at like step 1. I'm like, I can't even get my cadence, getting the music to sync right. Not sync right, but you know how you cue the music up? I still don't know how to do that yet. But anyways.
Well, there's important stuff, little basic stuff, it's real important where you put your cues and, knowing when beat drops. So if you're talking over it, let the music play once the beat drops, and, you got to worry about BPMs, beats per minute, and catching them. Cause even there's programs that'll catch them, but you still have to physically catch it with your hands, Not going to do everything for you, but
I'm all about
practice, man. You got to practice.
Good. I was gonna say, I'm all about working smarter, not harder. And I'm gonna put you on the spot. That way this conversation is recorded. Hey, okay. I'm trying to get No Cupcake Zone Radio off the, just off the ground. I've hit up a couple of DJs in my, hometown, but, that's why I was trying to learn how to DJ. But anyways, you're the plug. I need about 5 good mixtapes, and I'm going to drop them every week, once a week, on my website and also my podcast channel. Can you help me with that? First of all, give me permission to put yours on mine, if I can have that.
Absolutely.
All right.
Sure.
And spread the word, man. I'm trying to get this off the ground. Once a week, I'm going to drop a mixtape, featured mixtape or whatever, man. Can you help a brother out?
Absolutely, man. No problem.
Okay. Hey, that is Spreaker.com and NoCupcakeZone.com. That's where the mixtapes. This mixtape that DJ Official has is hot. Hot.
Thank you.
Boy. It's hot, boy.
Thank you.
Yeah, man.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Boy, you gotta get what's the name? 2 Chainz to rap like that, like he did on that track I played, boy. That's the old 2 Chainz right now. You know, he got that Holly bullshit, man. That Lil Wayne shit.
My homeboy DJs with him, man. My Shiny Boy with Strip Club Trapping. He's with Short Dog. He's Short Dog DJ, and Short Dog is 2 Chainz' artist. So
yeah,
he's always around him, you know. But yeah, we're big fans of 2 Chainz over here.
Yeah, hey, tell the truth. I've always wanted to ask this question, and maybe you can't tell the truth about this one, but I'm gonna say it anyways. Did Short Dog ghostwrite a lot of Lil Wayne raps?
I don't know.
Because I swear, I used to, because I was been a fan of Short Dog for a long time. You know, that Drankenstein, you know, those old mixtape he got. Man, the dude is got, like, I mean, his flow.
There's a lot of
ridiculous.
dope, like, lyricists. One of my other homeboys is Dope Easy. I don't know if you know who Dope Easy is, but he is a monster. If you ever check out Blue Magic or Reggie Bush and Kool-Aid 1 and 2, Footprints on the Moon. Mm-hmm. Check out that mixtape Footprints on the Moon from Dope Easy. Like, he's a beast.
Right. Does he rap with Currency?
I don't know if he has any songs with Currency, but he got songs with Propane. He got songs with a lot of people, man.
Yeah, but
Slim Thug.
Yeah, but that Fresh guy, man. When I used to listen to Lil Wayne, I'm like, bruh, there's a lot of similarities
in the flow, yeah.
With the flow.
Yeah, there's a lot of similarities in the flow.
And like the way that he be painting like the raps and shit like that with those real slick bars. I always thought Short Dog wrote his raps, bro. But I could be wrong.
Who knows, man? Sometimes you got to check the paperwork. You'd be surprised who writes who for who, you know, for what artist. You know? Yeah, Houston, like rappers like that have some serious lyrics and punchline, man. Del Beatty is definitely in a class by himself. And that's not me just being biased cause that's my partner. But, you know, Short Dog, Killer Callejon, Marcus Manchild, like there's some, and then, you got new guys that are new to the game that are just changing the game. That's something brand new is like Dead End Red. And I don't know if you heard of Dead End Red yet, but that's my homeboy, and I always put some of his songs on my mixtape, and he's just coming up, man. Like as far as a new artist that's really been getting out there and doing something that has a new sound, you know. So
yeah. Maybe you can help me find what I've been looking for is Pimp C reincarnated. Cause I love Pimp C's flow and like his lingo and like just like the fresh shit that he say. Is there a
his
rapper
delivery,
that
man,
got that country that country swagger like him? I mean, Big Crit kind of, but not really.
Big Crit, yeah, big. I mean, I don't know if you're gonna find something that's you know equal to him. He's definitely influenced a lot of it, like dough. Like I, you know, if you're making a recipe for something, there's always, you know, I see some Pimp C in his style, in his swag, in his, you know, it's in there. But like I don't see anybody that's equivalent of Pimp C. Pimp C's delivery was just, he didn't care about what anybody thought. He's gonna speak his mind and say who he is and say what he believes. And his delivery was just A1, you know?
Yeah. Long live the pimp, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
A classic coat, man. We want a classic coat.
Yeah. Y'all lay off that boo-boo. I love what Pimp C say. Take that monkey shit off. You embarrassing us. Yeah, you say some shit, boy. Hey, man, thank you so much, man, for coming through on No Cupcake Zone. Texas, I told you guys I'm at your neck right now, man. Hey, y'all better share this, Texas.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it for having me, man.
No doubt, man. I'm going to hold you to that, man. Send me that link, and I need some DJs, to send me some stuff to put on NoCupcakeZone.com and also my podcast network. You get some plays, bro.
No problem, man.
All right, man. Hey, thank again, man. You have a good night, bro.
All right, brother. Later.
All right, man. Y'all be easy. Yes, indeed, man. Hey, that was a fun show. DJ Official. You already know what it is. Hey, man, tune in next week. We got a show. Hey, I'm doing big things. Y'all gonna be surprised this next one. I'm gonna run off on them again.
Ran off on the floor twice.
Anyways, man, you guys check out this banger, dog. DJ Official mixtape, man. You guys go to Audio Mac, DJ Official, Tip or Die. You already know what it is.
With over 20,000 plays in over 20 different countries, you are now listening to the hottest show in Southwest Florida, hosted by the best host in Southwest Florida, the #1 stunner, Triple BLACK.
Watch how I run up them bands, thumb it through 100 grand. Watch how I run up them bands, thumb it through 100 grand. All I wanted was a bag full of hundreds. All I wanted was a bag full of hundreds. A whole lot of money. About to go fuck up a check. Fuck it up. About to go fuck up a check. About to go fuck up a check. About to go fuck up a check. Yeah, I'm the motherfucking man. I might cash out on the lamb. Pull out with the doors open. Then I'ma flex it on the ground. Probably take somebody bitch. Then I'ma go fuck on her friend. Get some sloppy in the bins. Then I'ma pass it to my man. I don't really give a fuck what they talking about. I'm on a paper chasing ride. Hit her front and back, then put cream all over her face like she breaking out. Backwood full of skunk, double cup full of punch. If Shotty put that pussy on me, I'ma eat it up like lunch. Watch how I run up them bands. Run it up. Watch how I run up them bands. Run it up. Watch how I run up them bands. Run it up. Watch how I run up them bands. Run it up. Thumb it through 100 grand. I don't think they understand. Thumb it through 100 grand. I don't think they understand. Watch how I run up them bands. 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 Run it up. Thumb it through 100 grand. I don't think they understand. Thumb it through 100 grand. I don't think they understand. Watch how I run up them bands. Ferragamo on my pants. Double cup, but that lean on me. So I dropped a couple sands. Racks on me just like Serena. My polo draws up at the cleanest. Stuff for Vegas till it's overweight. All my blunts look like fingers. Watch how I skirt off the light. Steph Curry with the pot. Got the juice just like a pot. Got bitches naked on the yacht. She shaking ass and titties. 40 with my Fendi. Dig up in the kidneys. Dice her with me. Take a bitch to business. But nigga, I ain't really. Watch how I run up them bands. Run it up. Watch how I run up them bands. Run it up. Watch how I run up them bands. Run it up. Watch how I run up them bands. Run it up. Thumb it through 100 grand. I don't think they understand. Thumb it through 100 grand. I don't think they understand. Watch how I run up them bands. 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 Run it up. Thumb it through 100 grand. I don't think they understand. Thumb it through 100 grand. I don't think they understand. They don't. Thumb it through 100 grand. I don't think they understand. Thumb it through 100 grand. I don't think they understand.
It was